Jamie, I'm really excited about the Happy Heuristics podcast that we're launching, but I will tell you that when I tell other people about it, I tend to hear two questions. One is, why do you think the world needs another podcast? And number two is, what the hell is a heuristic? So you might be getting similar questions, and how do you respond?
Yeah, well, first, I'll respond by saying pretty much whether I'm writing a book or doing a podcast, I think it helps make me smarter. And so this is a great excuse for me to learn from you and for us to learn together.
Yep.
I enjoy that. But as far as the topic goes, it's really heuristics are rules of thumb. I also like the term decision rules, but they help guide us to make decisions more quickly, sometimes even more flexibly in the complex, fast-moving world that we live in.
Yeah, I mean, the world definitely is more uncertain, more complex, more volatile. And, one thing we know for sure is that our brains are biologically constrained. Even if we wanted to, we don't have the capability to really chew on every possible simulation, every possibility, and come up with a really cerebral answer, a cerebral decision to all the things in front of us. So we have to use heuristics. In fact, we're all using heuristics whether we want to or not. Again, these simple rules of thumb, are actually guiding 95% of the decisions that we're all making every day. And so what we're going to do in the podcast is prescribe heuristics that we found reliable, not perfect, but reliable. They're going to help you make a good decision most of the time, so that you can free up your real executive function, your cerebral brain, for the decisions that require it most.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many heuristics that you do use every day. I mean, you don't need to know that it worked that time. You need to know that it will generally work for you, because otherwise you're in an evaluative state, right? Yeah. So, it's a pretty good idea to put on pants in the morning.
Yes.
Right? Did you need to do any math to do that? No. Did you need any data to do that? No. It's just a good, nice, rule of thumb.
I'm going to write that one down.
Yeah, I would keep that one. That's not episode 7, but yeah, there's so many more complex things we're making, whether it's strategy, whether it's people development, whether it's competition, whether it's problem solving. There's so many areas that we need ways to navigate and be right more often than wrong.
Yeah. So I think what I've been telling people is what we hope happens is that we actually give people heuristics that they find useful, reliable, so that, because a good heuristic means that's some stuff you don't have to think about anymore, and everybody's cognitively overloaded. But I think we hope that the other thing that happens is that, again, people are using heuristics all the time, whether they think about them or not. And so the other thing we hope will happen is that it gets our listeners thinking about the heuristics that they are using, whether they're conscious of them or not, and consider whether some of them are, due for upgrades.
Right. Yeah. So we care less that you copy the heuristics we're sharing, but each episode we will pick a theme. You'll have a heuristic. I'll have a heuristic related to that theme. We'll share them. We'll pick them apart. Sometimes they'll be complementary, sometimes perhaps conflicting. And
right.
It doesn't matter if people use our heuristics, but how we talk about them, think about them. Again, we hope to get people smarter about heuristics.
Yeah. So what do we want people to do? What's our call to action here? We want people to follow us.
Yep. Follow the whatever you like to listen to podcasts on, including YouTube. If that's your preference, we'll have this as video and as a podcast. Follow us or subscribe or look for notifications, and then follow us online anywhere you can, and look forward to our first upcoming episodes.
I'm psyched.
I am too.